Good morning, everyone. This is Dre with Grind Major Day Trading, and I'm grateful that you are tuning in and checking me out again today. If this is your first time checking me out, I am a self-taught day trader, and my specialty is out of the money or low risk spread contracts. And my goal is to help as many of you day traders become consistently profitable using as little of your capital as possible. So with that being said, we are looking at a live trade right now. From time to time, I'll hop on and record live when time permits, and this is one of those mornings, so I hope you enjoy it. I will go over the trade plan that I gave everyone that is in my subscription and my coaching clients. I'll go over the plan that I gave them last night, but right now you are looking at my sell position. I got into a 2-hour sell position for $30 per contract, and I got my entry just below the 28.50 level. So right now I am watching for my exit point, and then I'm going to hit the button and go ahead and get out. So I'm going to pause the video just so we can kind of keep it as concise as possible. And then once I get to my exit point that I've planned on getting out at, then we will actually kind of go over the position and break it down. So I'll be right back with you. Okay. All right, so I'm looking at price action right now, and to me, it looks like we are trying to build some momentum to keep our push going to the downside. We got a little bit of a movement back up towards the 28.50 level, so it put us in a negative for just a brief amount of time. We're back positive again, and we're just going to wait it out. We're just going to be patient, let price action do its thing. We got a phenomenal risk. It's only $30 per contract, so we can obviously very easily manage that. And we have a plan for that if things go the wrong way. And we also have our exit planned for when price continues to fall or price continues to fall like we're expecting it to. So again, this contract closes at 11 o'clock. It's now 9:41. So again, just going to be patient, manage it, and look for signs of either weakness that it's not going to go down. And if so, we'll go ahead and take the small profit that we have. And we're also looking for strength in the movement to the downside. And if we do get that continuation, again, we're going to continue to monitor it, and take our planned exit. All right. So just wanted to let you know where we're at, what we're looking at, why we're looking at what we're looking at, and what it means, and how we're going to handle it. So looks like we're getting that push. And we're just, like I said, let's actually just, I was going to pause it. Again, because I'm trying to keep the video as short as possible, but let's just kind of hang out for a minute and see what we get. All right. So this is the importance of keeping these notes on your charts, because again, history repeats itself. You hear me say that very, very often. So when price gets to certain levels that you traded before, like in this case, I was very tempted to try to get in here, but price for the contracts were too high. So, this is the part of the patience part of the game. So I allowed for price to just fall and come down to a level that I was already familiar with. And as you can see, this is on the 5th, 2 days ago. This was an entry point for selling. So, now that we're back here, we closed below that level. And as you can see, we continued and we got a little push to the upside, but we're getting that move, that continuation to the downside. And it's not because we're guessing or shooting in the dark or anything like that. Again, this was on my chart since Monday. So we're just using, reusing levels that have proven themselves to be either support or resistance. All right. So I'm going to pause it and we will check back in just a few moments. All right. All right, that was a pretty quick pause, but we're back, and again, watching price action. As you can see, we're definitely getting our push to the downside. We're just going to wait. I was going to pause it, but actually, this will just have to be recording this a little bit longer, but it'll benefit you. So I hope that you're paying attention. Hope that you're taking some notes, and just observing how I'm handling this. There's no stress. There's none of that going on. I already know what I want to do. I just need to sit back and do it. So here we go, getting that move. And this is looking really good. Getting that continuation. All right. Patience. That's all. Just patience. And we're about to actually be taken out. And there you go. So let's go ahead and mark that off. And the contracts are going to be available for you to look at. Uh-oh, wrong tool. Sorry about that. And we're done. So let's go ahead and make our note. If you want to just bear with me. And like I said, I'm just going to take a look at my position here and get some notes for you. All right. Just give me 1 second. So we got our entry. And actually, you know what? Just to kind of, again, make the recording just a little bit smoother for you, give me just 2 moments. I'm going to go ahead and pause it, get our notes up here, and then we're going to go through exactly what I did. All right, so be right back with you. Okay, all right, got our notes on here, and we can go ahead and run through this thing. So thanks for your patience. All right, so let's back it up. Let's start from the top. So we got our sell entry at $30 per contract on a 2-hour position, and we got in at 9 o'clock. So we got in right when the contract opened, and it's scheduled to close at 11 a.m. Risk of $30 per contract, phenomenal risk. You know, we always want to stay around the $50 range or below, if at all possible, and if it makes sense. So we're not just taking cheap contracts because they're cheap. Okay, I want to emphasize that. We're not just taking cheap ones because they're cheap. We're taking cheaper contracts because we have determined a bias as to what direction the market is going to go, and we're capitalizing on that. All right. So got in at $30 per contract, got in at 9 o'clock, and you watched the price action for the, pretty much all of this. And I let you know just a few moments ago that, we did get some downward movement. We were definitely positive right here. We could have taken an exit right there, but my analysis had us coming even lower. So this did not rattle me. I expected this. What this is to me is price moving back up to our entry point, and they're building momentum. They're building contracts. They're activating contracts so that they can continue moving down. All right. And if you are involved in my one-on-one coaching or my training or anything like that, you understand what I mean when I say that. So we got that move. They came back up to that level. They tested it. We didn't get above it. Had we closed above this, I would have considered closing my position because I would have been in the negative, and closing above 28.50 would have been an indication that we were probably going to get a continuation, a short-term continuation anyway to the upside. We were going to get a push to the upside. So that would have been my sign or my trigger to get out and cut my losses. All right. So this is what I mean when I say we have a plan for the losing side as well as the winning side. So we just sat back, or I just sat back. I remained patient. I watched price test this level. It dropped down. We were in profit right here. Went back up. We were negative again. These are the kind of things that they do to play with your emotions. This is why not trading, trading without any emotion is so important, because they do things, the market makers do things like this to, entice you to do things opposite of what you have planned for. Okay. So they tested the level 1, 2, 3 times. They tested it. Well, we'll just say they tested it once here, and once here. And then we got our drop. All right. Got our drop. Our planned level actually was 28.22. We came all the way down to 28.23. I got my actual exit at 28.26. This is why it's important. to understand what it means to trade around levels, because many times, and again, the market makers know this, many of you are sitting at home waiting on price to come to an exact point. You need to start trading around that level, because many times, as you can see where we tested it here but didn't actually make 28.50, same thing here. We came down and tested that support, but we didn't actually hit 28.22, but I got a great exit right around 28.22, because again, we trade around key levels. All right, so got my exit price on this was $81 per contract. So we got in for 30, we got out at 81. That's a $51 profit per contract. And this trade literally took us 46 minutes. And as you can see, we're getting some support coming in, some slight support. So our exit was great. Our exit was perfect. Done for the morning. What time is it? It is now 9:53, and we are done 15 minutes before 10. And what were you doing between 9 and 10 o'clock this morning? You were probably getting to work, getting your coffee, maybe talking to a couple coworkers. But was your money doing this for you? Or were you doing this for yourself? So if you weren't, you want to learn, please go to the website, grindmajordaytrading.com. Make sure you get subscribed to receive my trade plan every day. If you're looking for coaching, you can subscribe to that. All of that stuff is at the website. All right. So go over there, get set up, tap in with me. Let's get to work so we can get you to the point of being consistently profitable using as little capital as possible. And one more thing, Instagram, GM_day trading. If you, and I think I'm going to start putting the contracts on the website for those of you who might not have Instagram or social media, but that's where you can run over there, check that out, follow me there, and you can see the contracts for today's position. All right. So with that being said, have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. Hope it is a productive and a profitable one for you. Tongue-tied. I hope your day is productive and profitable. And I will most certainly check with you all later. All right. I hope you enjoyed the recap. Talk to you soon. Peace.